are the current effects long term with Ukraine on BlueBox stocks?
So the effects are mixed. I mean, a war is not a good thing, and markets hate uncertainty. So as the crisis was building, so there were large forces on the border of Ukraine, the market suffered. It had already been going down because of fears over rises in interest rates to defeat or rein in inflation. But as often happens, when you get some degree of resolution of that uncertainty, the market can have a bit of a bounce. So the moment tanks started rolling across the Ukrainian border, although that was very bad news, it was already at least partly priced into the market, and the market then bounced quite sharply in the next couple of days. That doesn't mean to say that it will maintain that level. So as it now depends upon how that war goes, at present it appears to be going a lot worse than Russia expected, at least assuming we can believe what we're seeing in the news in the West. And that hopefully will continue to be the case, and maybe we will come to some resolution that everybody can live with and everyone can go home. If that was the case, then markets would rise fairly sharply on that, because we could then start hopefully winding down sanctions and the economy can get back to normal and people can just get on with their lives. I suspect that's not going to happen very fast, it's my guess, and of course the news could get worse, at which point maybe markets will go down again. The reason that we were relatively, not relaxed, but did not take an extreme view going into this was that we thought it was very unlikely that Russia would actually invade Ukraine, because they simply didn't seem to have enough soldiers on the border to successfully invade and then hold a foreign country of that size. We were therefore extremely surprised when they did invade, and that did catch us out, I have to admit that. However, it does appear at the moment that maybe the Russians overestimated their capabilities, so maybe we were correct on the fundamentals in this case, but underestimated the ability of the Russians to do the wrong thing. But of course that may change. They are bringing reserves in, and maybe they will start to make more progress and the Ukrainians will start to crumble. I hope that's not the case. But whatever happens, if you're running a business in Russia at the moment, then life is very, very difficult indeed. And in fact, one of our companies, EPAM, does have business in Russia, and EPAM has suffered quite a lot. But outside Russia, the effects are not going to be as great. So the central banks were trying to cool down the economy anyway with interest rate rises. Sanctions may, in some respects, have that effect, and in other respects may make inflation worse. So certain costs will go up. Oil is clearly going up. Wheat prices are probably going up. But in other areas, it may be there's some small reduction in demand. So we really can't see exactly what the economy is going to do as a result of this war. And the fundamentals of the economy at present, excluding a war, are pretty good. So we are essentially holding our positions. We own very, very high quality companies. We own businesses with very little debt, lots of good cash flows, lots of cash piles. The sort of businesses you would want to own in a crisis, to be honest, and we see no particular point in changing those positions, because we've got the companies we would want to own. So that's really our position.